Rumah Anak Yatim dan Hidayah Al-Hijrah, or rather at Felkra Semungkis in Hulu Langat, is the manifestation of the public's generosity. Within a year, its board of trustee was able to buy a piece of land and construct a multifunctional building that currently housed 35 orphans and children from dysfunctional families. Before, home for them was the Rumah Anak Yatim dan Anak-Anak Hidayah Madrasah AlTaqwa, which is a kilometre away from the present site. This home was where, on May 21st last year, landslides buried 25 people. The incident left 16 dead and 9 survivors. Home Administrator Muhammad Nizam Sulaiman said, "What has happened has been God's test. However, they have been able to rebuild again."
So the money came from the donation. So actually it also came from whatever in the previous in Rumah Anak Yatim dan Hidayah AlTaqwa. So we bought the land, we built the building, and so we have 3 van or the thing. So I think we get, and then also that we forecast also for 1 year budget. Okay, at least we have like the 1 year budget in advance, to run the daily operation here. But of course, this money is we need to work hard also to get more money to come here, and then we can continue the activity here.
Nizam says the shelter then and now is more of a centre dedicated for the betterment of underprivileged children. He likened it to any Muslim home where much emphasis would be given to the children's religious upbringing. Thus, the requests for new placements are pushing the shelters board to start on phase 2 of the redevelopment program.
Okay, in here actually we have 35 students. Okay, because it's not we not bring yet the son of the volunteer here, but in terms of student is 35, but we try to actually the target to have 100 student here. The thing is because of the good feedback from the neighbor, like I mentioned, from the teachers or the thing, from the whatever, people that say give positive things whatever student here have a good, in terms of study, in terms of their akhlak or the thing is very good, so people want to bring their son also, their relative, maybe it's anak yatim also, Hidayah also to come here. Okay, but we also have the limitation. So I think that when we build this one, actually we have 4 dorm here. Can allocate for 100, means every dorm can allocate for 25 people. So we have 100. But in this time, actually, these 2 dorm we use for Dewan Makan, another is a surau. Okay, so we have another fasa, the phase 2, the Dewan Makan in surau, office, maybe the warden house, and sick bay.
As the inmates are boys, Nizam said discipline is strict and there are routine to follow with emphasis on time management.
First, I will say first. Okay. So and then they need to queue here. Everyone ready, and then everyone they need to make sure that everyone in the queue. So they will start go to this Dewan Makan. So everyone they need to prepare, and then when they have a queue, so from there and then come here and then sit, and then they start with doa or the thing, and then everyone is ready, and then they start eat or the thing. So the same thing, okay, and then when they finish all the thing, and then they go back and then go to this basin, right, and then use the air sabun, and then air bersih. Okay, this is the right. So they have all the name here. Everyone can get this. Okay, so you see from the top. This all they need to follow. That's why you see this hanger cannot be like this. This is wrong. So all need to be here. This is the way, how we teach them how to organize the thing. If you can organize your clothes, you can organize also your, your life or whatever.
During the transition period, Nizam says many programs run at the previous place were put on hold.
Last time we have a program, like this anak volunteer came here, together. They have 16 of them actually sit together, follow all the activity that Anak Yatim and the Hidayah did, so like from Friday when they left from school, and then they come back on Sunday. So 3 days here, from the first and third week of the month. Okay, so we are very strict in terms of the student. Okay, they need to come to the Rumah and then do whatever that necessary, to follow all the rules. Okay, they are very happy, and then they like the big family.
In the incident, 6 of the 16 who died were sons of the volunteers. The board is still in the process of resuming that program. The tragedy is acutely felt as there are constant reminders. However, Nizam claims they prefer not to dwell on it and have moved on to a positive mood. Citing teenager Zulkhairi Aminuddin, who lost his leg in the tragedy, with an artificial leg, Zulkhairi goes through his routine effortlessly.
For the parents, myself also, my son also killed on that tragedy. My first son, 9 years old. So I need to be strong. Alhamdulillah, all of them also accept what has happened. I think this happened already, and then we need to be strong, and then we continue whatever that we did. Because I think we come back to our religion actually, our behave, So they already have a good place, but we don't know our fate, for the future. We don't know. But for them actually, they are okay, right? So they have a good place already. So we're not worried about that. So we worried to ourselves and the children that we have now. We have a responsibility to them.
The acronym of the home is Reda, which in Islam means acceptance.
Reda, we reda whatever that we already happened to us. And then hijrah is when we move from the old place to the new place. So we hope the new, semangat or the thing will be with us.
Now the challenge for the board is to ensure smooth running of the new centre and to create a blueprint for other centres to follow, as well as sorting out the fate of the former orphanage.